Well, hey guys, welcome back to this series. If this ain't a surprise, it's been 3 weeks since we had one. It is of course harder to get clips from the PlayStation, but anyway, starting us off here with Defender. He's not on screen, but this guy is going for the last to first challenge. However, he's trying to do it all in one corner, which is not how you do it. And then just a side note as to another idiot, the penalty wasn't even given to him for anything that he did there. So carry on as you do, I suppose. And then coming in at number 8, we've got Phantasticly Slow. And he's coming to get past this guy. Now this one, probably not intentional, but you know, what could go wrong? You try to use all the road when there's clearly a car on the outside, as that guy does, and he ends up spinning, and yeah, a lot worse off than he would have been. Then coming in at 7, got RX-8 Racer, again not on screen, but this was just one of those things, there's a few of them today actually, where you just got a feel for the guy. So he's in, well, he was in 8th place, and he's going to spin it there at the bus stop, but it's going to get worse for him. So he's down now into 11th place, and we're going to jump to the final lap. He's now lost another position, he's into 12th, and then we're coming up to the bus stop again, and he's going to go in a bit too hot, end up spinning, and this is where things get really, really painful to watch, because he's going to spin it yet again, and just going to try and recover, and just as he does, the game's going to reset him, and then he's going to just be very tentative. He's in last place right now, so literally could not get any worse for him. You got to really feel for him. Then we got RX-8 Racer again. He's found someone else who's going to be very hard to watch. You got to feel for the guy. He's in 2nd place on the final lap. Going to try recover here, and then just as we think maybe he's going to start going in the right direction, it certainly seems like that, he's going to punch the throttle a bit too much, end up spinning into the wall, and then we're going to try again and end up with a little bit more of a spin. This is just, it's so hard to watch. You got to feel so bad for these guys. And then he was down to 13th by the end of that. And then coming in at 4, we've got PMD Absol. He's not on screen, he's behind this guy, and this is just when your temper just gets the better of you. This guy's in 1st place right at the start of the race, but he's not content with losing any positions, no matter how many penalties he gets, and no matter what happens to anyone else. He's going to just be shoving people off everywhere. There he goes, he shoves Absol off. He's now picked up 6.5 seconds of penalties as we jump forward a little bit, and he's deliberately blocking there, I think it's safe to say. And then going to do the same to the Porsche. The Porsche is going to get away with it for a bit, and then not so much, as he gets hit again by the absolutely terrible blocking here. Got a whole train of cars behind, which means this guy doesn't quite have the pace in the race to keep these guys in front, and he probably knows that, so he's getting a bit frustrated at that and a bit desperate to keep his position. So he started to lose positions again, and if that ain't the consequences of my own actions, he gets shoved off, and to make matters worse, he's down into 8th, and he's still got his 6.5 second penalty to serve right about now. So he's up to 7th because someone else spun, but now the penalty comes into effect, and I do believe, even though the clip ends at 11th, he did finish in 13th place. So then coming in at 5, we've got Resident Knievel, and we're going to show this for a bit of context. So we're coming into this double apex left-hander here, and he's going to block this other guy a little bit, which has definitely made him very angry. But we jump to the final lap now, still in front of the guy. But as we come through this corner, the guy's going to go for a move. Resident Knievel is not going to try and defend it because he's like, well, it's only fair that I let you past. And then we're going to fast forward right to the end, so the guy's got his own back right now, so keep that in mind. As we come to the final straight here, for whatever reason, he's going to try and brake and swerve into him, but he's only going to end up giving him the position back. And then coming in at number 3, we've got Tron Colby with this guy up in front who's had to serve a penalty, so he's slow, but he doesn't want to lose 11th place. He can swerve across and then end up catching a spin on the curb there, and Tron is just going to carry on. So let's watch that from his perspective. Yeah, again, if that ain't the consequences of my own actions, as Tron is just going to continue his own race, and then yeah, the other guy ends up on this series. So then coming in at number 2, we've got Mid-Pack Hack, and this is one of the biggest sort of implosions I've seen. So he's in 4th place right now, he's about to lose it, but as we come to the final corner here, he's going to just clip that guy, send him off the track, and he's already got a 2-second penalty, but it's going to go up to 6 now. So keep in mind he's in 4th place, so we're going to fast forward a little bit, He's now in 6th place as he lost 2 places through the first corner. And then the other guy in front is going to lose a bit of control. He's going to end up sort of impacting this guy. And well, I suppose it's a bit of karma, but it's only going to get worse for him. Because he's in 10th place right now. And look at this disgusting driving as he punts those 2 guys off who had nothing to do with him getting sent off earlier. And then he's only going to end up losing more positions. So he's down into 12th right now. Going into the braking zone, of course, there's contact with the car in front of him. As someone else overtakes him on the inside. And then he has got a massive 10-second penalty to serve here. So he's going to keep bleeding positions. And he's got a long race left to go. He's still got 23 laps after this one. And he's going to be, yep, all the way down into last place. So 4th to last in about a lap. And then coming in at 1, we've got Waze here. And we're leading here at Bathurst. Going to crash into the wall, get hit from behind as a result of that. That was no one's fault really, apart from Waze turning into the wall. But then he's going to be down into 4th place. And how will he make up that? We're going to find out, because someone's going to go off there. And then there's going to be a 3-car little pile up there. They all take each other out at the little left-hander. And he manages to get back up into 1st place. So, in with some bonus clips, but before we get into those, if you enjoy the video and you'd like to leave a comment, why not go ahead and join the engagement gang like the guys on screen right now. And if you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell to stay notified so that you don't miss any future videos. But next up, we've got TeatDaddy, who didn't actually submit this one, but I just found it on his channel. I thought it was really good. So going through the death chicane here, someone's going to lose a bit of control, and a very good reaction to get around him. And then we've got ryansoccernasty. This one's quite strange actually, I'm not too sure what was going on in this guy's head. But he's going to, at the last moment, decide to go for the pits, even though it's the final lap here and he's already pitted. Fortunately for him, he didn't end up losing any positions. Then we got Waze, again, battling for the lead here. And it looks like he has made that overtake and he's going to make it stick. But the game has got other ideas. So as we come up to the end of the curve, he's just going to bounce off literally nothing and end up losing that position. So let's just check what happened there. There was no contact with the guy behind him because obviously they were quite far apart, but that you hate to lose the lead that way. And then we've got Phantasticly slow. Now for anyone who's ever insulted my internet connection, look at this one. That McLaren is just carrying on, almost as if he's driving a different class of car. But then he's going to sort of lag back. And then coming into the next corner, he's going to lag in front and then correct and go and shove him off. So you hate to get sent off that way. And he's going to just end up bleeding positions as a result. So yeah guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, go ahead and leave a like. If you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you very much to my patrons whose names you're seeing on screen right now. Their support is always massively appreciated, and they will be watching this video early. If you'd like to join them, the link is up here and in the description. And I shall see you guys in my next video.